Hello world, welcome back to the beginner tutorial. Part 4. Yes, ding to you too. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Alright, so we, in the last video, said we're going to go get some beams and lumber. Let's go get some logs. Let's do a complete run here. On the way back we'll pick up some, it's going to be 0. Way back we'll pick up some iron ore cars. We're gonna make a run to our newly connected iron mine. You know, I'm curious how much the price difference between these little cars and the big hoppers. Oh, big price difference. So we're not going for the big stuff yet. Looks like. Let's go get our logs. Conserving boiler pressure because fire ran out. Water temperature's not up to boiling yet. Full brake applied. If we put the crane, I hit the reverser instead of the brake. No problem. Maybe we can get away with filling 4 cars from this position. We're gonna have to manually do these cranes. That one might go by itself. Nope. Manually. Double clicking, and I shouldn't be. Now I believe the iron mine is like 2 beams for 1 lumber. So we'll get 1 car of lumber. Just thinking in my head how we're gonna run this trip. Because we're not going to bring the log cars with us up to the iron mine. That's unnecessary weight. We don't know if the Montezuma is actually going to pull this train up there. That's the other thing. How much is a Betsy? Betsy is 1900. Dang. One more. Keep our speed down around this turn. Why is the sun not moving? Let's see. Get out of here. Time of day is 7 in the morning. The clock is moving. The sun should be rising. Maybe it is going up. Oh, and I should mention, because of the brake bug, the fact that it's always on, like as soon as you click a little bit, you are full brake. What people have been doing is leaving the regulator up and then using the reverser as a brake. But that gets tricky too. In certain situations I will do that because we want to definitely throw these switches up here. Can I get out in front? Alright, let's pull up. Let's buy our iron ore cars. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this whole train to the sawmill. Leave the logging cars behind. Maybe we'll install a siding to keep them there for the moment. I think we can buy 4. The train going to stop? Let's buy 4. This one holds 2,300 pounds of iron ore. That holds more, and that holds more. That's 250. We want this one. We'll buy 4 of these. Red, the gray. I like the gray. I'm doing the gray. I don't bother number naming. I think it takes computing power to draw that name as the train is running or something. So I don't do it. A second here. Checking something. Live channels. Whatever. Let's go ahead and order that. We're going to get 4 of those. Oh, the gray is interesting. Definitely different. Again, do whatever you want here. When this G menu pops up again, you call the G menu? Structure menu. I'll show you. So I hit G too quickly. Now I can't move my mouse. The whole screen is moving. You got to get out of it and go back in. It's buggy like that. Order. Now we have 4 of them. And we are broke. We have $200. Where you live, man? Hello. Should have been over there. Okay, let's ride this down. We're going to leave enough room for 4 cars here. Apply the brake. It's up here. Release the brake. I really don't care which side of the car the brake thing is on. Eventually you're going to derail and put your trains back a million times. If you want to be, I hate to use the word, but anal about it, you can obviously put these whatever way you want. All right, we're going to get in our train and back up. Five miles an hour should be good enough. It'll slow down by the time we get there. I need to put something there. We got ourselves a mixed consist train. Get our pins in. One more. And release the back brake. We are ready to head out. to the sawmill. Now I'm not sure which way the switches are set up ahead. So we're gonna have to watch out for that. I think this little guy is gonna have a hard time pulling the train up the hill. I almost feel like we should have bought a 5th car for beams and lumber. Carry 2 lumber and 3 beams. You know, it's not too late to do that. Let's go back. We're gonna do that. Got the light, Get out of the cab. Let's spend our last $200 on one of these. Get an odd color. They have green? They do. Okay, we're ordered. Brake is on. What we're going to do, we're going to split the train and just insert. I'm thinking, I haven't done the math because I don't know the math offhand, but I believe if I only go up there with 4, I'm not going to be able to fill all 4 iron carts. Okay, we come on running over here. And we can separate that. I like doing things on the fly. That's kind of makes it like a game for me, as opposed to a simulator. I mean, I don't know if they did stuff like this in real life. That's good. Can leave that. Push this train back together. And that looks like it has enough momentum. And this brake is released. We got to release this brake. All our brakes are off. Now we're looking better. All right, Montezuma, show us what you got. Exceeding yard speed. It's all good. This track can handle it. Now we're going over fresh track too that we changed, so we don't really know what's going to happen. So, but I am in full send mode. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go to this. Run out. I didn't face this one in the direction of the switch, but it is the wrong way. Oh, we are sending it. I'm just going to press F, hop back in the cab. We're doing the thing. I think the next switch also, I have to throw maybe this one. Yeah, we want to be on this side to dump the logs. Alright, we need to start slowing down. Full reverser. Oh no, we're on the wrong side. No, actually we have enough product here. We can fill up the cars. I believe, yep, we made enough product. Now, this is an issue here. This is a big issue. Because these little cars will take both beams and lumber. We're going to have a problem trying to line the cars up with the cranes. So if we load a car up with lumber and then we misalign with the beams, the lumber will disappear when the beams load onto the car. I think in this case we have to use one crane. I think it only holds 3. Okay, it went to it. That's good. Oh, we have plenty. Oh, we don't need to make a siding either because we could just leave the logging cars on the log siding. That'll work. All right, let's go ahead and move this up a little bit. Doing my best to line this up. I'll show you there's a little trick for lining your cars up if you're not using third-party tools. And with a little trial and error you can get it perfect on these bigger trains. Alright. This is about where we want to be. So what you would do is you'd like grab a sign. Yard limit. Stop. Whatever sign you want. You could put a sign, because we know that worked, right? So we would put a sign at every car. And this is where we have to stop. It says stop only on one side. But that's how you can mark the cars, basically. I am not going to do that. Or you can use any prop you want to mark. I think if we stop the lumber car before it enters the loading zone, we'll be alright. So here's what I'm saying. Right now, if this lumber car enters this loading zone and we operate this crane, the beam will go onto that car and the lumber will disappear. Oh, we're not even in the zone here. We need to back up like 2 more feet. Then I think we can get all 3 cars with the 2 cranes. So I'm lining up this car with the platform right there. And I'm going back just a few feet. Now this crane, oh, it is working, okay. This crane should work now too. And load this car. This crane should load both those cars. Gotta look at the base of the crane for some reason. Yeah, I'm glad we got an extra lumber car. This one's working automatically. Now hopefully this should go to that car now. Yes. That's done. We did it without screwing it up. Alright, let's take the train around the loop. Normally you would take a set, just use a little bit of regulator to stretch the train out, then apply full regulator. It's a heavy load. Also, when you operate trains, you want to keep the load closer to the locomotive and the empty cars in the rear. Because if you have empty cars up front, I mean, if you're on the level ground, it's okay. You don't have to sweat it. Why do I feel like there's a brake on? But anyway, if you have empty cars here and then the load behind and you're going downhill and hit the brakes, the cars might just pop off the track. Oh, we were going up a little tiny bit of an incline. I don't know that this train's gonna make it up there. We might not make it. This was like a boardwalk, like a nature preserve, right? Like a boardwalk through a nature preserve. Nice. This ain't bad. A little bit challenging we got going on here with a nice heavy load. A little tiny locomotive. Alright, we're going to do some switching operations. People in Europe call it shunting. I call it switching. Always have. Growing up as a kid in the 70s reading railroad magazines, I never really seen them use the word shunting. Alright, we're going to kind of come to a stop. All stop, please. And we are going to separate the train right here. To get disconnected, we're going to set a brake. Now we could take these logging cars onto the logging siding, the log siding, and we'll leave the empties there. Trying to guess where I need to apply full. Are we going to clear? Yes. Look at that. That was almost perfect. Oh, we're supposed to toot the whistle. We're going backwards. $10 miles an hour. So we got a little railroad going on already. And just 4 parts in 4 hours. Or 4.5 hours. A lot of rolling resistance. Probably hit the brake now. Let's throw our logs in the water. Look at the logs. The way they were dancing over each other. I did the wrong one. There we go. And the sawmill's getting right to work. And we're going to leave this train, these 4 cars, on this siding. And go get the rest of our train, head up to the iron mine. Look how the Montezuma is rocking on this curved track. It shouldn't be rocking like that. It should take it nice. Alright, just threw full reverser on. We can get over here and throw a switch. Hop back on. Not go too crazy with the speed. Make sure we can stop in time. Let's slow it down to like 3. And we can run out, make sure we have a link, which we do not. Let these suckers collide. Link up. Release our brake, our parking brake. And we can head out. I'm going to run ahead. Let's see. I believe it's this one. And we can set it to go up the hill. Go back to the last one. And get back on our train. Look at that. That's how we do it. Keep everything flowing. Alright, we don't want to go too fast around this turn. And we're going to need some more wood in the firebox. Wow. There's a horrible chorus effect going on with the wheels of this train. Oh man, we are cooking around this turn. We went uphill a little bit, so we let off some speed. I think I'm gonna come to a stop and start the noise of that train over again. Trying to get rid of that chorus effect. We lost our momentum. But right here is gonna tell us if we're gonna make it up this hill or not. We look good. We're picking up speed. The chorus effect is still there. I can't take that noise. I'm not gonna listen to that all the way up the hill. Let's go to a complete stop. Yeah, this load is heavy. You know what? Let's back up and get a running start at this hill. So stopping made the chorus effect go away. The chorus effect is when you have like each one of those cars is playing a sound clip or a loop of the wheels chattering on the rails, and they're not supposed to be in time with each other. If they're all in time with each other, you get some weird chorus effect going. Alright, we should be able to pick up a little speed right here. Like the real thing. Back up and get a run at the hill. Look at that. We got up to 13. Let's see if we can maintain 13. Yeah, we're picking up speed. That's great. So we got 50-meter radius turns going up this hill or better. And I would not take her over 20. I don't think we're going to get over 20 anyway with this load. And we're doing the thing. Give her the beans. Look at these amazing feats of engineering we did together. Holding steady at 15. That's fine. That's great. That's a good speed to cover distance on this map. Kind of lets us know our limits. So if we have 5 loaded cars and 4 empties, we can go up 2%. If all of them, we got up to 16. If all of them were loaded, I don't know if we'd make it. The straight section here might allow us to pick up another mile an hour. So if you want, I believe the whistle for bridge warning, when a train is going to cross a bridge, they give a warning. Everybody's on the bridge, gives them a chance to jump off. It's one long, one short. We're approaching a bridge. If you want to operate realistically, that would be the whistle. This bridge looks a little funky. See how the pillars went? You could delete both sections and then just replace it with one section. That was 2 sections. Montezuma's doing it, man. They're pretty cool. I kind of guessed at all this. The 2% and the amount of cars and the load. It's working out. We can actually haul stuff with these little cars. Oh, I have no idea which way. Doesn't really matter which way we head into this. Probably wanted to go to the right. And we never put a telegraph station at that switch either. Alright, so the track is leveling out. We're picking up speed. We don't want to do that. It's all new track. We're testing it out. The curves are pretty sharp. This switch is in the right position. That was a quick ride. Not bad. I need to look up the rules on the bell. I mean, obviously the bell is for when you're approaching an area where people might be or something. Now you can do rolling unloads, but they're tricky. With these 2 short cars, I should be able to line them up with the platform and just unload them. and be safe and make sure all the product gets in. Sometimes with the rolling unloads, you miss a couple. All right. And we should be earning money, and we are. We had $200 from dropping off the logs. So look, the lumber gives you $60 per car. Right? Let's see how much the beams give you. Should be able to get the 2 of them there. We are getting $20 for each beam. Alright, normally, when I say normally, like if we were using bigger cars, the bigger cars only hold 3 beams, but they hold 6 lumber. These little cars only hold 3 lumber. So if you're trying to like bring product over to Freight Depot to make money, so you can buy more rolling stock or whatever, it doesn't matter whether you take beams or lumber. If you had the bigger cars, right, I think you want to take beams because they can load faster. I'm not sure. Anyway, you can experiment around and figure out the best way to make money. And I'm going to quickly show you guys why Railroads Extended is good. So, you don't have a person, right? Lining this up is next to impossible. What we're going to do is I'm going to open up my Extended. I'm going to attach it. Then I can go to the map, center myself on the map. I can choose this locomotive. Reset frame car location? What is that? I don't know what that means. That's new. I have to look into that. I can open the controls. I come back to here. Position myself looking up. I have to open the map so that I can move the mouse over, basically, to the other screen. Alright, see how I could control the locomotive and line this up now. I'm going to use the other thing we can do, which we didn't do, is we can add, oh, what's it called? Dustin Depot. We put this here. Let's see, is this parallel? I'm selecting my grid increments. Alright, that's parallel. I don't know if I can reach it. I don't know if I can reach it. What you do is just stand on top of the shed and you can reach the should be good. I can't reach it from here. So our other option is, what can we do? Grab a barrel, jump, wait, jump, place the barrel. I still can't reach it. You know, a little gantry would be nice here. So, alright, we're stuck over here. We're gonna pull this down. I don't know. 2, 3. Let's see, how many does this hold? 6. So if you work the crane like this, you can make the drops fall faster as opposed to just letting them. Alright, so look up. Back my train up using my railroads extended. Looks like this one's lined up. These little cars are a trip. See, if we just do this, it takes a long time for the next one to come out. If I do this, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're full. So you can load trains a lot faster using that trick. I use the Alt tab to get over to the other screen. Now, sometimes using Railroad Extended, it might crash your game. Just so you know that. Because they changed a lot of things in the game. Used to never really crash the game. 3, 4, 5, 6. We had a good ratio here, right? Let's see, how many beams do we have left? Oh, it's 1-to-1 up here. 6 beams left. What did we take? We took 2 lumber and 3 beams. So we had 9 beams and 6 lumber. So next time we come up, we would take 3 lumber and 2 beams. Or 4 lumber and 1 beam. Either way, we're producing enough iron ore to fill up the amount of gondolas we have here. When you operate Railroad Extended, sometimes it's good if you just go slowly. Don't try to operate too quickly. I think that might have something to do with crashes. Not sure. I do know that guys doing Railroad Extended are pretty good, and they'll figure it out. Alright, so we got 6 left over. These are full. Now we want to get the engine. Aha. We want to get the engine on the other end of the train. Now we could just disconnect, go around the loop, and we'll be good. So let's go ahead and disconnect. We'll set a brake. I can close my controls. Now it's just showing the map. You can also have a map overlay with Railroad Extended right on your screen. But I found that it kind of takes up FPS. So we're moving the engine to the back of the train so that we have the load closer to the engine. It's good practice. Instead of trying to go down the hill with all the weight at the back of the train, and they might accordion the empties on a hard braking maneuver. Because we're going to fly down this hill, basically. Am I going to get to the switch in time? Yes. Just in time. So we rode right over those the wooden reinforcements at the end of the tie. They don't have hitboxes, so we're good. It's good if we have this passing siding up here. If you had two people running trains, and another person was heading up this way, they could make it past you. Brakes, please. Get down to about 3 miles an hour, run out, make sure the link is still there, and it is. Alright, we're gonna run back, take off our parking brake. You can also take off this parking brake and extend it, so you don't have to get out of the loco. Alright, we're heading back. The next thing we're gonna do is probably park this. I think we're gonna have to move some product and start making money. Is what we're gonna have to do. But the next industry we connect is going to be the smelter, which is all the way up here. Oh, we don't have. Hold on a second. We never put a telegraph in here. Probably want that. Gonna put one here, and we need to put one at this switch. Where's this switch? Put one over here. Thank goodness there's no limit. Let's I don't want to put it on the road. That's unrealistic. And we can put another one here. We're gonna place on this hill? It did. So that looks silly, right? You can do something like this. Make it look like it's being supported, right? That looks good. Oh, there's another switch here. We got switches. We got switches, bitches. Sorry. Can't help myself. Well, let's put it this way. What the hell? Come out the door, see the switch. Now we are in for a ride. Downhill. Roller coaster time. You know, bringing these cars down is probably not smart. because then we have to bring them up. Let's get out. Let's plan our next move, okay? Where is the smelter? Smelter is that way. We really need to bring those iron cars here. Would be our next move. Now the question is, how do we build track to the iron mine? Ooh, that's gonna be tough. That will be tough. We could shoot out, come through here, maybe under here. There's no way to turn around, no place to put a helix. Might fit a helix in here. Oh, this is tough. This is a tough one. Our other option is to go this way. How much time? We got an hour on this one. I may end this one and start another one. Or maybe if we come down this way at 2%, wrap around this hill. We might make it. You know, I like that option. Let's go ahead and start that. Now, if you notice, these two platforms are off from each other. You can build a track straight through here and then actually S-curve it around. But what I like to do is I put, oh, look at that, we're already lined up. Pretty much lined up. What I like to do is I put a track straight through here. Now, the train will hit this pile of ore, so you're going to have to lift it up a bit. Like this. We're going to put 2 of these. And we're going to delete that. Delete this. And run a bridge through here at 0%. The product will fall onto this platform. This way you can just service. The only thing is when you, hey, there goes a tree. Unload to this side or unload to this side. Alright, we're going to build track down to the ironworks in part 5. So join me in part 5. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm in a race to 1,000 against my son, who has a real estate channel. We're helping each other out. We both want each other to succeed. It's not a competition, but I do want to get to 1,000 on YouTube, so it would help me out. Thanks, man. Twitch, I'm not going anywhere.